If you listen to the body when it whispers, you'll never hear it scream. This is a fundamental concept in controlling pain, minimizing suffering, and living life without limits. Let's dive in and learn more about what that means. What's up YouTube? My name is Physio Joe. This is another installment of Mind Body Physio, and in this video we're going to be breaking down that quote that I started the video with, and we will be talking about a few things today. What is a scream? What is a whisper? How to manage that area of pain that's screaming at you, and how to manage that area of your body that's giving you the little whispers. This quote basically means that in the majority of times when your area of pain is flared up, 10 out of 10 pain screaming at you, there was probably a period of time where it was just whispering to you. And human nature is that, when you feel a little something, usually over time it just goes away. So you kind of kept using the body in the way that you were doing that led to the whispers. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's screaming at you now. And now you can't work, you can't be a parent, a father, a mother, whatever it is, because this pain is just bogging you down. In most cases, this mild whisper was your body's way of letting you know that there was maybe that area was vulnerable and it was calling for change, calling to work at it a little bit. And you can work on it in two ways. You can optimize that vulnerable area through learning body awareness, learning strength, learning weakness, learning stretching. Or you can change the way you're living your life in a way that will support that area's recovery. A lot of times we unconsciously feed into our own pains through our own life. And so making little changes to that can bring that screaming area down to the whisper. When you do neither, you run the risk of turning those whispers into screaming. Being in tune with yourself to recognize the whispers is an essential skill that all humans must have in order to minimize suffering and have less bad flare-ups. Number two, what to do with an area that's screaming at you. If the joint is screaming at you, it is super important to put out the fire before you can assess what caused that fire, what caused that flare-up. This is usually a call to modulate those life behaviors. In the short term, this might be a call to modulate certain life behaviors that might have been feeding into this whispers to screaming situation. It's also a call to maybe do those low-level movements that can help just calm an area down, help the brain realize that this area is not, doesn't need to be in pain through gentle, low-level movements. And you want to double down on pain modalities. And what I mean by pain modalities is ice, heat, muscle creams, pain medications paired with rest, medications paired with continuing to live the life that led to the whispers is another recipe to build up a flared up situation. So always pair your pain meds with rest. For example, if you're an athlete and your knee is screaming at you, you want to maybe short-term stop things that are contributing to your pain. You might be training really hard, jumping a lot, maybe squatting heavy weights, and this is leading to this flared up knee situation all the time, but you still keep doing it because you're training for something, you got a goal. But always understanding that this flare-up situation will actually understand the area better, work on a few things, get back to it. Screaming area is back down to a whisper. This is the best time to make that area a better version of itself. This is done through getting treatment, challenging the body strategically, and building up your body awareness in that area of pain. If you give the body what it needs, those exercises, those things that you're doing will lead to less pain. And if it's not what you need, you won't see that change in pain, which means you might be able to try something else or just reevaluate the whole situation altogether. Trying to challenge the body when it's screaming at you might be a recipe that leads to continued flare-up situation. And in the example above with the knee joint, once it's calmed down at the local level of the knee, there's probably some sort of inefficiency, a weakness or a tightness that needs to be addressed. Furthermore, understanding that your knee is a part of a team that involves the ankle and the hip, and learning how our past injuries or past inefficiencies there can lead to some bad situations in the knee, can all work to help you understand your knee better, challenge it, build a better version of yourself, and hopefully it'll be able to handle the stresses that you're giving it without needing to give you that signal of pain. Did you have the capacity to understand that? Did you know that the knee is a part of a team that involves the ankle and the hip, and working on those inefficiencies can make the whole situation better? Getting treatment with an expert is the best way to learn that stuff. Again, we've put the time in to understand this stuff and we get it. So you gotta just learn it from an expert, and that's always the best way. If you don't have the opportunity to get in with an expert, following this channel is probably gonna be your next. So there you have it. Hopefully you can use that saying as a guiding light to help you out of the screaming situations and respecting the whispers. As always, if you got some value from this video, don't forget to hit the like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This channel is designed to help you move well, live life without limits. So let's share this with a friend. I want you to comment fire. That is the secret word for today's video. It'll help me understand who the real ones are trying to make a change. Ask a genuine question in the comments. I love helping people. So just throw it in there and I can answer it in any way that I can. Catch you next time. Physio Joe out.